What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into another episode of Duffey Geeks Out. Today, I'm coming at you with my review of episode 4 of The Rings of Power. This episode, like all the episodes before it, just keeps revealing a little more of the plot, making the show that much better. I'm a big fan of this series so far. Week to week, I can't wait for a new episode to drop. This episode was no exception. This episode did a lot of heavy lifting in revealing a little more plot for each of these characters. Theo, the little kid character whose plotline I really didn't care that much about, to be honest, his plot was revealed a little more as the blade he's been carrying around, which I just assumed was a Morgul blade that would have some significance down the line, is actually fairly important because it is literally what the orcs have been tunneling into all these towns to get. They were looking for it. As soon as they revealed that he had it, they went after him for it, and it was just... it really picked up the pace of this plot line, which is really cool. Then there's the warrior elf who was captured last week. These character names are escaping me still. It's going to take a couple watches of this season to really get to Thranduil. That's probably wrong. His character was captured by the orcs last week, and the only survivor of the of the elves who were captured. He got introduced into who the leader of this faction of orcs are. And he didn't reveal too much about himself. He appeared to be an elf with some scars on his face, doing some evil shit, and he let him go to go warn the people of the tower. The message of, if you don't want to die, you need to join him and his forces. Now, I don't think this guy's Sauron. After one episode of him talking, I don't believe he's Sauron. It'd be a little ridiculous if that was the reveal. I don't think he is. So he's probably just some kind of general. Again, my last video, I think I said he might be a future ring wraith. I don't know, because none of them were elves, so they were all men, so probably not that even. But I mean, you can't have a show where there are no bad guys other than Sauron, because what would the interactions be? You know, there have to be lesser generals and stuff that you're gonna have to deal with. So really cool to get interactions with him. And then everything on Numenor I loved. I love that they finally revealed what's going on with the king, and he's dying, and how they're through one of the seeing stones. His daughter, the Queen Regent, was afraid of the elf arriving because it's a foretelling of the downfall of Numenor. And then literally just the whole wrap up there with her basically kicking Galadriel off the island, and as she's leaving, the leaves of the tree start falling, which is part of the vision, and she calls her back. She's like, oh, no, I'm not buying into this shit. Maybe I do need to help you out. So it was pretty cool to see that. Sets up a lot of the characters that we're going to know on Middle-earth, which I imagine once these characters get back to Middle-earth from Numenor, you're really going to pick up their storylines here. I really... like, you got Isildur, finally, he fails out of the Naval Academy or whatever, so that he can now venture to, to Middle-earth with his dad and his friends and Galadriel, and it's going to probably start that whole thing where he will eventually be the king of, whatever the hell city he was the king of, or people he was the king of. So it'll be interesting to see where this series goes from here. But a lot of the groundwork's getting laid out. All the characters are going to start coming together. I don't know how many episodes are in this season. I want to say that there were 8 or 9, but with 4 more to go, I can't wait to see what kind of battles we're going to get in this. There's already been those teases from the trailer showing Galadriel covered in soot or snow, perhaps, I don't know, but in that real red sky looking area. So that's got to be some great battle that happens. I imagine they teased that you're going to see a Balrog still. So who knows when that's going to come into play here. Speaking of the Balrog, you get to reveal the discovery of Mithril, which is really cool. And I owe a coworker of mine some money because he said that he thought it was Mithril. And I said that I believe that whatever the dwarves had found within the mines of Moria or whatever, was going to be whatever the rings are forged of. And maybe I'm still right, who knows? But he definitely called that it was going to be Mithril right away, so I owe him some, I don't know, a lunch or something. I don't remember what the bet was. But regardless, I was very excited with this episode and where it leaves us, and very excited for where things are going to go. As the characters start coming together, I'm sure this season is going to only pick up the pace and really get us to an amazing finale. But That's it for me, guys. Let me know what you think of the 4th episode of The Rings of Power. Whatever you thought about it, let me know in the comments. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. You can help me get there. Thank you so much, and we'll get you with a new video sometime later this week. See ya.